Hello everyone and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth and today I'm doing part one of two videos based on my favorite books of 2016. This video is going to be all about the series I read or reread or started reading in 2016 that I absolutely loved, and there's actually a few of them, so let's get going. First series I want to talk to you about, I don't own any of it, but I read the Spiderwick Chronicles by Holly Black, and I should have looked up his name, but I read those to my daughter about midsummer, and I had never read all of them. I'd read the first couple and I'd seen the movie, but I'd never read them all, or at least not in quick succession, and we read all of them in like a week, and it was just so much fun. We both really enjoyed it. So I have two series that I'm working on right now that are actually rereads for me, so I'm kind of going slowly through them. And they're not all rereads. These are the Young Wizard series by Diane Duane. You've probably heard me chat about them a lot. I actually own 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7 or something. 5, 6, and I'm not sure. I'd only read the first 3 before this summer when I started my reread, and I love them so much. I loved rereading them, and I'm loving the later books just as much. I'm so glad that I found them. My other reread is actually a reread but a new read at the same time, because I have all of the Babysitter Club books in their original form, but these are the Babysitter Club graphic novels by Raina Telgemeier based on the novels by Ann M. Martin. And so I've got Christy's Great Idea, which is book number 1, and The Truth About Stacy, book number 2. I love them so much. They're amazing, and it just brings me joy every time I read one because I know the story. I read the stories. I have the books from when I was in 3rd, 4th grade. I pick them up anytime I find them anywhere. I know what's happening, but the pictures and just revisiting my old friends, it's fabulous. Okay, so the next series I finished is a trilogy by N.D. Wilson. It is the 100 Cupboards trilogy. I loved this trilogy. It was my first N.D. Wilson that I know of, and this is kind of a nod to high fantasy, but it's not quite as high fantasy as you think it should be, if that makes sense. It's middle grade, and it knows that it's middle grade. It's got some great jokes. There's a lot of talk about baseball in here, and there's also a lot of magic and world hopping and just really well-developed characters and really well-developed world. I'm really glad that I found this, and how many more times can I say really in this snippet here? No more times. Moving on. The next series that I started, finished, and loved in 2016 was probably going to be no surprise to anyone. This is on almost everyone's list. It is a YA series, The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. I started The Raven Boys probably in February, and I devoured the audiobooks, and then I purchased all of these from the bookstore. So I got the signed book plate and the little drawing on that one. I love them. They're amazing. I know these are kind of polarizing. Most people either love them or hate them, and I'm one of the people that loves them. I love Maggie's writing, and I'm saying that after having just DNF'd Linger, so I think I just wasn't in the right spot for that. But this series, oh, my babies, I love them so much. I'm really glad that BookTube blew up about them and I tried them out, because this is definitely a series I intend to reread several times. The next series I want to talk about, I don't actually own any of the books for, and I don't have the technology to pop things up, so sorry about that. But it is the Parasol Protectorate by Gail Carriger. Now, for some reason, every time I've been to the library lately, they haven't had the last book for me to read, but I have read all except the final book and really, really enjoyed them. The stories are funny, and it's a fabulous world that I want to live in, and I want to marry one of the Woolsey pack and just be there. Yep. Okay, I didn't really plan it to be this way, but apparently I went from children's through middle grade, young adult, new adult, and now we've arrived at my last series, which is an adult series, and I think we probably all know what series I was super excited to read a bunch of during the end of 2016. The first book has been loaned to my grandma, so I can't hold it up for you, but I'm about 75% through with this one, and it's a good stand-in. I love the Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin. I'm a groupie. I am in the fandom. I'm just a big O ho for Martin right now. I am loving it. I cannot believe I just said that, by the way. And I'm not going to edit it out because that's going to be funny and you're all going to laugh at me. Like I said, I'm 75% finished with this one. My grandma has the first book. My dad doesn't really read, but the next time Elena and I go home for the weekend, I will be taking him the first season of Game of Thrones for him to watch. So I am just pushing it on everybody. So I am both a hoe and a pusher. Look at that. Anyway, those have been my favorite series that I read in 2016. Some I finished, some I didn't, but either way, they've been fabulous, and I can't wait to continue on in 2017 and see what kind of series trouble I can get into. Until next time, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Read something good and write something better. I'll see you again soon.